Alright, hello everyone, this is David. So I'm going to be your instructor throughout this entire Python series. So without any further delay, let's jump right into our first topic, which is about introduction to Python. So first and foremost, before we are learning anything, so we must be clear on what we are learning, why we are learning, and to whom audience is this valid, right? Now, as you all know, we are learning about Python here, and these lectures will be suitable for anyone who has zero understanding about Python, zero understanding about programming, or you have just started writing some code or started learning about this stuff. So this suits you as well, right? Or even if you come from any non-technical background, right? So which is non-engineering background as well. So this series will be very, very helpful for you. All right. So yes, now as you all know, Python is today's language for AI. Right? So everywhere you see all the AI that is being built, every day we see something new all the time, right? Especially in AI. For example, we've seen all these LLMs doing so many magical things, right? So the underlying code of all of this is Python, right? So Python is a hero language right now. And there are a lot of reasons for us why we have to learn Python. So we'll cover each of these in a simple, fun, and step-by-step way. Now, first, even before talking about Python, so what is this programming, right? So why do we have to program something, right? Now, for example, if we have to talk to our friends, right? So we talk in our in our own languages, right? So whether it's in English, whether it's our hometown languages, right? So in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, whatever it is, right? So we have our own languages to communicate with people, correct? Now, similarly, if we want to talk to computers, right, and get some things done, we need to have some communication between the computer and us, right? Now that is why we need this programming, right? So in order to communicate with the computer, and not only, right, so by communicating, what do we do? At the end of the day, there is some action, right? We want to get some things done. We want to create a website. We want to create a calculator, right? Or you want to create your, ticket bookings, right? So something, right? So for you to get some things done, or to communicate with people from different countries, right? So to have chats between people, right? So, or to have a video call, something like this, right? So you need to interact with the computers, right? So that's why we have a programming language. So there are lots of programming languages: C, C++, Java, JavaScript, Python, HTML, right? So many languages. So Python is one among them, right? So now that we have clarity on programming language, now, okay, so David, why do we need so many programming languages, right? It's like, can't we stick to just one, right? So why do we need Python at all, right? So yes, I mean, the way we communicate, right? It can be simple, it can be complex, it varies from person to person, right? So I would always recommend this to imagine you yourself talking to different groups of people, right? The way you communicate is different, right? So for friends, you don't have to explain about things in detail, right? Or for your manager or for your colleagues, you use a different tone, right? So similarly, even for programming as well, you need some programming languages with different features. That was the main idea behind Python as well. It should be simple, easy to understand, but still without losing its effectiveness, right? So with the existing programming languages, can we build something on top of that so that it's more easy to understand and people can learn it faster as well? So that was the main idea. I think way back, it dates back to, I think, 1991 is where we heard about Python for the first time, and then later on a lot of advancements happened, and here we are, right? So probably the most popular language right now, right? So okay, so now that the context is set, so let's jump into writing our first piece of code in today's session. Now, for someone who has no idea about how to run code or how to set up all of this, I'll just give you some hints, and also I'll tell you the easiest way as well, and the way we'll be using for the entire lecture series. So first of all, if you want to set up everything on your local machine, so I would recommend you to download Python. You can just go to the download section. So download the most latest version of Python, right? So just go to the Python website. So whenever you see the latest version, you can download the latest version as well, right? So as you can see, you can download anything. Okay, if you want to download previous versions also, you will be able to download those previous versions as well. Okay, so very simple, download and install. So this Python, it's more like an interpreter. So it will try to understand what you are writing and then executes the code. Now, where do you write the code, right? So for you to write the code, there are multiple platforms and multiple interfaces. So I'll give you some examples, right? So there's the most popular one, the one that a lot of developers use. It's called Visual Studio Code. So this is the most familiar one. So if you really want to build your career looking at a long-term solution, then I would recommend you to use Visual Studio Code, right? And if you are a person who is more into some kind of analytics, right? So then I can recommend you a couple of tools. One is Spider. So a lot of people use this tool, Spider IDE. So this has, good setup. You can write your code, view your files, variables and visualization, so all at one place. So this is also fairly popular, but this makes sense for someone who's into more any kind of analytics or data science kind of stuff, right? So there are Jupyter notebooks as well. You can explore about Jupyter notebooks. So this is also very familiar one among the data science community, right? So for you to install Spider or Jupyter, so there is something called Anaconda. You can use Anaconda directly. So this comes with a package. You don't have to download each thing separately. So all analytics softwares especially are covered in Anaconda itself. You will be able to download all of them at one place, right? So all of these come at one place, right? So if you are a developer, use Visual Studio Code. If you are someone who's into data science, looking that as a long-term vision, you can download Anaconda and use Spider or Jupyter, whichever is comfortable for you. Okay, so David, this is all good, but I'm looking for more simple one. Can you tell me something simple so that I can easily, without any downloads, without any installations, is there something that is very simple for me? Yes, so there is something called Colab, COLAB. That is all you need to type. If you just search for it, right, so you will get something like this. So here I already have it open. So instead, if you just search on Google, right, so without using this link, so let's say I just search for Colab, right, the first link that you get, so just click on this Colab. So Colab is from Google. It's called Google Colab. Now after you click on the first link, then you get a pop-up window like this. You can click on this new notebook, right? So that will take you to a new notebook. So let's click on this, and this will take you to a new notebook. So it is taking some time to load, and I already have my notebook here, so I'm just creating this notebook here. Okay, so search for Colab, click on the first link, you see a pop-up, then there is a new notebook. So as soon as you click on the new notebook, you will get something like this. Okay, the first thing that we do is let us name our notebook. So for example, let's name it day 1, right? So day 1, I'm just naming it. So that way you can actually always go back and see which notebook to refer. Okay, so day 1. Now this is a very simple tool. As you can see, there's a lot of white space. This is where you write all your code, execute everything. On the right hand side, you can actually share your notebook. Someone can comment on it. It's more like Google Doc, Google Sheets kind of thing. So that's why Google Colab, right? So it comes with AI integration as well. You can use AI for this, some settings here, right? And you have to click on this connect. Okay, so just click on this connect. So this way it will automatically assign you some resources to run your code, right? No downloads, no installations, just couple of clicks. We clicked on new notebook, we clicked on connect. That's all. We didn't do anything. You are all set to write your first code. Okay, so here you can see there is start coding. You can click on this and you can start typing. Our first line in any programming language, the first line that you write is hello world. So let's do the same thing as well, right? So print and put brackets. So I'll come back to like why are we doing this, what is this print, right? I'm just zooming for you so that you can see better, right? For now, just follow me, right? So I'll explain you why am I writing this, right? So what does it actually mean? We'll go to all of this. Okay, so I just clicked on this run button. You will be able to run your code. Print two brackets, right? So this normal braces, then in double quotes, hello world, right? Now the first rule of programming is to observe, right? So please make sure you observe very small details. If you miss this bracket, run it, it will not run. Okay, if you miss this code, then run it, it will not run, right? So the first rule of programming is to observe very carefully. Okay, so just pay attention, right? That is all you need. Whenever you write about code, whenever you think about code, be precise, right? Be precise as a pilot, right? So just observe carefully, right? So that is something that I would always recommend. So just print, put brackets. You can replace it with your name as well. So I'm putting it hello David. You'll see hello David is printed right here, right? So just summarizing whatever we did so far, we covered about basics of what is programming language. Then we understood a little bit about Python as well, the current use cases of Python. Then we learned about how can we execute Python in different tools, what are the different tools, how do we do it. Then we wrote our first line of code on Google Colab and executed it as well, right? So that's all for this one. I'll see you in the next module.